Warning, younger viewers be advised. Soulcast contains coarse language. Check out our other videos if this proves inaccessible. If not, enjoy the cast. Alright everyone, welcome back to Soulcast Season 3. You might notice, right off the bat, everyone's little smirk they've got going on. A little bit of a grin. Everyone say hi to the camera. Hi. Hi. You can leave down below which who has the shittest camera quality. I stopped smiling.
Right. I think we all have like shit aspects about our cameras. It's just all kind of like in different things.
Yeah, if we span around in a circle, I would say the problem with Alex's camera is that he sort of looks like he's in some like indie film where they've put a bunch of film grain on it for no real reason. It's about, and it does. With like a soft pink lighting to like.
Yeah, no, I can see it like shimmering up the screen. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I think it might be the incandescent light that's like right here.
Yeah,
fancy words.
Max actually looks a bit like a YouTuber.
No, it's just this mic. If I took it away, I just become the same as you guys.
I suppose.
No, but the clarity of the pitch is like the best.
Yeah, I suppose. I would say that. Yeah.
I have the same model computer as you, Jade.
Yeah. No, it's because it's to do with the background, dude. It's all this. There's too much shit going on, right? I've got like a keyboard and then like, what is this, guys? Do you know what that is?
What?
No.
This.
No.
Do you know what this
the
is?
ball thing.
Yeah. What is that?
What?
Electronic drum
looks
set.
like it looks like part of your drum.
Electronic drums. I don't know how you guys could fucking tell that. It looks like my fucking microphone.
I've been to your room in real life.
It looks like that's the only way you guys are actually able to know.
My head's just blocking a bunch of like bottles that have turned into candles.
Yeah, I'm sure the novelty of the backgrounds will wear off at some point, but we're here now able to see each other while we're talking. It is like, It was one thing to take away Alex's right to play Minecraft while we're recording the Soulcast. Another thing entirely for him to stare us in the eye. Stare us in the eye.
In the virtual eye.
Yeah. We forgot to do the names. My name's Jade, or Dash, as you would have heard over here.
Nothing's over that way for me.
Nothing,
You're in the top left.
Yeah.
I'm pointing to Alex.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, as you heard, I'm Alex, or Moz, or Fucus. I'm not hear any of those tonight.
I'm Maxwell. I'm also known as Monarch. Today, to me, Dash, you were just pointing into like nothingness. Was pretty funny.
No, you're down for me.
Yeah,
and Jade's that way.
Yeah.
I'm like down and center from Jade. So Jade was like pointing in just to the blackness over here. But anyway,
yeah.
irrelevant.
It's a bit we're a bit disorientated, but we're going to warm up into things because with this new season, sort of carrying on from what we discussed last episode, which was a while ago. A lot has happened. We'll be covering that, but we sort of want to get a bit more guests on here. Now that we have a bit more presentable format.
Yes.
Fret not, audio listeners. I'm not going to be picking up a fucking thing and showing it to you all. If such an event transpires, I'm sure Moz will be able to give you a perfect audio description of such an object.
Okay.
Oh yes.
I guess
it's like a big English exercise.
Yes.
The audio book guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you have to get like really like close into the mic and be like, the form, and then just start like using like hella adjectives.
The rich brown, the rich brown
if I like
ochreish wood.
If you can hear it anymore, I don't know.
Yeah. That was about the same for me.
That's where
so what's on the agenda today is we have a little run through of what to expect for season 3. Then the delay that was from the last episode to now was because we were crunching out Mursa's development. So we'll be talking about how that went. Thanks for thanks, Mike. Yep.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well done, boys.
And we'll be talking about the reception for that. Then you guys, I can see none of you have the document open. But I've
Yeah,
got,
I'm just kind of aimlessly looking around. Hang on. Let me just-
yeah.
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 Oh shit, my keyboard's
I
behind my
have
laptop screen.
I have a couple of like little segments. So we have a segment. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm getting to my keyboard on the computer.
Okay, all right, buddy. We got a segment called Hot Topic, which is basically our news segment from
Oh my gosh,
that we usually do anyway.
I'm using this computer. It's fine.
Keeping you all up to date on the latest things in game development or gaming.
Gaming.
Maxwell, gaming. You like that?
Yeah, I like gaming.
I was
Actually
actually.
playing Fortnite.
What?
He's actually booting
Are we
up
playing
the
Fortnite tonight?
epic.
No, we're not
launcher
playing
right now.
Fortnite tonight, Alex.
Why
You
not?
can go play Fortnite.
I was actually thinking about the structure of
I'm not a Fortnite kid.
shut the fuck up of the crew early today, and I was like, Max is sort of like the guy that I feel like the audience empathizes with. They're like that's who I would be within the crew, right? And then Moz, he goes to he's too bipolar in his character.
He probably.
Yeah, no, you.
He can't be defined.
Yeah, he can't. It's hard for the audience, I feel, to resonate with his dynamic.
He's
personality.
quirky and random.
Yeah.
He's
Alright, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah,
We'll take
I was thinking that, and then I don't really want to be the one who describes me, so I was gonna offer it
No,
up to the.
I want
You're
you.
like-
I
you're
want
like
you to describe
the
yourself.
body of order. You're the one who like controls
Yeah,
things.
that
right?
is what I was
Yeah.
gonna. I was like,
Oh, shit.
like trying to steer the plane. Like I've got these
Yeah.
two passengers, and I'm trying to get us somewhere.
It's
Alright,
like we've got id, ego, and super ego, right? Like the three of us,
yeah.
and then we have like Jade is like in the middle, right? So he's like ego, and then Alex is like id because he's bipolar and strange.
What? How does that even relate? That's not even id. It's ID. The identification of the person. The id.
I think it's pronounced id, Alex.
No. Why?
Oh, you should
Okay,
do your
cool.
research, bro.
Oh. He did not like that one. He did not like that one.
See, exactly, because he's pissed off now, and I'm just having a joke.
He's whipping out his research device. So after Hot Topic, we'll be. Oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What happened?
What happened?
Well, nothing happened for me.
Oh. My Spotify just randomly closed and opened and just went black like on my screen. We all disappeared.
Oh no.
And because I'm looking at myself, my brain sort of went like I disappeared. But in reality, I am actually still here.
He's died.
And then, 2 more segments, right? We got... I couldn't come up with a good name for this one, boys. It's listed as Bring It to the Table. And now my evaluation of this name is going to be if you guys can tell what the fuck this segment is by that name.
Bring it to the table. Bring something to the table to talk
Bring it.
about. Dash a desk dot hair.
No, you've given them like a spoiler.
Is he looking at the? Are you looking
Apparently Max
Please.
is on the document.
Yeah, I brought it. I thought I'd be slightly more responsible than I am.
No,
so.
no,
No.
not cool.
No,
Not cool.
I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that, bro. And then after that, we'll be concluding.
What does
with
that mean?
We'll be concluding with questions. And guys, guess what?
What?
What's up?
We have questions this week.
Oh my god.
We actually have a
Questions?
we actually have a plethora of questions after I don't know, like it must be close to like 30 episodes of asking for questions. We actually have a sizable sum this
Been
episode.
hit with the questions.
I know.
Finally.
I guys, I'm pretty excited. I don't know about
I'm
you
keen.
guys. So I think we'll kick things off
Questions.
with a little bit of discussion about guests on the podcast. I know around the Discord chatter we've been discussing what's going on. Have you guys seen any of that? Do you guys know who's on the hit list?
No, I don't.
No. So we have demands. We have the public, the people demand. They demand to see several things. They demand to see people
Ooh,
from the industry.
yes.
They
Oh,
demand.
oh yeah,
They
no.
want
I
people
remember-
from the industry. Number one. Number two, they want people from the creative side of game development. They don't care. They don't care about programmers.
No,
Damn.
no one does.
Yeah, fair
I'm
call.
sorry, Jade. I'm
Fair,
so sorry.
Fair call. They don't want someone to come on here and talk about fucking, object-oriented programming versus,
the paradigm.
versus the other stuff that I am totally well versed in, guys.
Yeah.
guys. And they want people who have done like higher education in games, which I do think will be
So
interesting.
like university courses and whatnot.
Yeah. Which I actually think. Look, here's guys. I'm thinking one rat Dylan from One Rat.
We
Games.
should get One Rat actually. It'd be good.
One Rat Dylan from One Rat Games. One Rat Dylan from One Rat Games. If you're listening to the podcast, this is a formal invitation. If not, expect us in your Discord DMs very shortly, mate.
Yes.
Mate. And then I was actually thinking like Caesar on the in the community server, because he's must be like 3/4 through his first year at
Yeah, right.
uni doing a game dev degree. So that could be an interesting conversation could arise from that.
Yeah.
I could actually.
Could it change your
No.
No? Okay, never mind.
He is
Never
certain.
mind.
No, I've already had the conversations with the people who've been through those courses, but
Yeah.
the viewers, the people, the public, may not have had such a conversation.
Yeah, such insights.
Yes, the revelations that the third eye may not have been opened just yet. No. So with that being said, I think it's time to move on and talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room, boys.
Elephants.
And what's the elephant in the room? When was the last upload? I think over a month ago. Max.
Damn.
Do you wanna explain what's transpired over the past month?
The past month, what? The absolute crunch of Mirrors?
Yeah, a crunch. Imagine like a fucking... Imagine you leave your fucking toast in the toaster for far too long. You pull it out. You fucking pull it out. Take a bite. Fuck. Just imagine that. That is the degree of crunch that we have to go through right now.
I can't do a nice crunch sound. Can you do like a nice crunch sound?
No, I couldn't, and that's why I had to describe it in such a visceral way.
Maybe the big man Alex English can describe it even better.
No, I think I think it was an adequate. I think it was an adequate.
Yeah, I liked it.
Metaphor of the
I think
severity
Alex
of the crunch.
Alex should give us some more.
I don't think he should. I think you should go back to describing what the fuck transpired over the month.
Fine. Okay, sure. So, the STEM Games Challenge had its submissions last week, right? And so we kind of in the last
What is the STEM Games Challenge, buddy?
Oh, the STEM haven't we mentioned it on the podcast already?
Yeah, this is new season, new viewers.
I forgot.
Oh, you'd hope, new viewers. Anyway,
I'm the audience.
So the STEM Games Challenge, the Australian STEM Video Games Challenge, is an Australian-wide annual game dev challenge, or competition for the high school students and for I think late primary, for all Australian schools, and so you can enter yourself and some mates for like a team, and you can just make a video game based on the yearly theme, up to four teammates. And you can enter your own game annually based on the theme. I think I mentioned that already. And then why are you putting numbers? It's just confusing.
What? You said 4 people.
Yeah, 4 people.
And then Jade's doing like some funky shit anyway. So we've got that's really kind of it. And if you win, you get PAX tickets. Pretty cool.
Oh, if we win, we're going to PAX, boys.
Yeah, COVID's also a thing as well.
Yeah,
but you get the tickets.
Actually, we probably aren't going to PAX even if we do win. But
anyway,
we can complain.
But hey, you get bragging rights.
We can complain about not going to PAX if we win.
Yes,
and that's something. That's something that we wouldn't be able to do. So I suppose that is.
And this all transpired because we were too late to get onto the tickets, and they sold out.
Yeah.
Wait, so we ended up actually going to go?
Yeah, well, considering it.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah.
Oh, Moz is a little doubtful, man.
No, I was just surprised considering, HSC.
HSC, right?
Yeah.
But hey, it's been bumped back by like a week,
considering Moz, consider PAX though. All well and good to consider the HSC, but consider
high school certificate.
Guys, consider
right?
PAX.
PAX.
Guys, consider PAX. And we're hungry. it's like you like starved.
Hungry for gaming.
You've starved me from PAX from last year. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to be fed. I need
Quite
to be
famished.
fed. If we
Yeah.
don't get to go this year, oh my god, the fucking next year I'm actually gonna be like fucking. I'm gonna be skin and bones, ribs and fucking.
No, but then we'll get. Well, I mean, next year we're gonna get everybody.
Yeah, that would actually be wild. Be
This will
crazy.
great.
But only time will tell how Muris goes. And judging
Yes.
by the public reception of the community, I'm hoping that we have a little bit of a shock because, guys, bit of a shocker. We have made a game. Get this, guys. We've made a game that's fun. Guys,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
actually a first.
You might have to take a step back, rewind, listen to that again. We've made a game that is fun.
Actually enjoyable to play.
Oh my god, people!
That's amazing.
I know it's only taken us 3 years, but you know what?
Yeah, and it's not like self-told. You know, we actually have anecdotal evidence
Yes.
of other people enjoying it. It isn't just us going,
Yeah.
"Yeah, this is good."
You guys are
You know, no, it's actually pretty good.
No, I haven't told you guys yet, but I actually got some of the year 11s to download it.
When did this
And-
transpire?
In PC, I gave it to one of the guys in PC, and then he gave it to some of his friends.
Oh yes,
okay.
So
the virus is spreading.
now, and the guy who I gave it to in PC actually really likes the game, and
Wow, that touches
He-
my heart.
he went
Actually,
through
that's
he
nice.
went through some of the first
Yeah,
level hubs,
yeah, maps.
and he really enjoyed them, and then he got his other guys to do it. So yeah, it's great among them as well. So it's not just like our cohort and stuff.
Yeah, and you guys, no, it's the people on the server too, which is great, and it is I feel the ultimate compliment as a game developer to have your game be labeled as fun. Told that your game is fun. That is
Yeah, or even like to the point where they would consider it like borderline like addictive, even because you get like some people in the community which they just sink in hours already. Especially like fucking Jared.
Yeah, you guys know
Good old Red Dane.
You guys remember Red
my
Dane?
gosh.
He's fucking like a fucking
He's got
crack
Muris
addict.
fever.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
Nearest
actually going
fucking
insane.
fever.
Every class, you think of physics, straight on.
He's
that.
just grinding.
Think of chemistry. Chemistry is the worst. At least in physics, he may try to do work, but in chemistry, as soon as you get in, it's Muris. It's
And
Muris
mind
for
you,
an hour
our
and 45.
trial exams for our HSC are in around 2
we have
weeks.
10 days. We have 10
Yeah,
days.
like 10 days left, and he's here putting his hours for classes,
Yeah.
not into studying, but into gaming.
Yeah.
This is funny.
We,
It's so
single,
funny.
we single-handedly destroyed his HSE.
No, but even people like super studious, like Dubitron.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
last last week, whole 50 minutes, he was making levels. And at the end of the day, he actually got me to play it. And yeah,
Wow.
it was a good level.
That's crazy. So yeah,
Nice.
so this is. You can tell by the smiles on myself and Max's face, and we're feeling a little bit fulfilled. Yeah,
good,
exactly.
man.
We're feeling a little bit fulfilled. I spent my day today. I was like going through people's feedback and like fixing bugs, and I was like, you know what? I could get used to a life of people actually enjoying the games I make and then fixing all their complaints. You know what?
Yeah.
I could do that. I could do that.
yeah. I remember just like spending my entire holidays. I'd roll out of bed, roll upstairs, have breakfast, roll back down the stairs, roll into my chair, and then just start cranking out some fucking Ace Bright, and then
Yeah.
stop for lunch and do the exact same thing until.
No,
we
it
go to
feels
bed.
weird because we don't have a deadline anymore, so it just feels weird to
Oh my gosh!
not
yes.
actually have to do something. But then I'm just I just kind of feel like I got into we had to get into such a cycle, right? And now the need for the cycle
now
isn't
it's
really there anymore,
stopped.
and it's hard to sort of break out of that. So I was
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
I was working today. Kind of sneak peek I've been working on. I was doing a bunch of emergency bug fixes, but then I was working on some new mechanics, a new tile,
Oh.
a
What?
new tile. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this actually. I think.
What is? I haven't.
Yeah. All right. I'll give a little sneaky preview to the viewers. I've been working on a water tile. It's like a liquid.
Yeah.
So if you guys,
Liquid?
You've been
yeah,
you've been looking into Unity buoyancy, right?
yeah. So if you guys remember the
Yeah,
water
so-
from, you guys remember Mind Climb?
I remember Mine Climb.
Most doesn't remember Mind Climb. There was there's these. It's the same sort of deal with like these buoyancy like suspended bodies of like liquid that just have like you go in them and you sort of like float up to the surface of them, right? And if you like go into it, like you go down, and if like you have enough force, then you go through. But if not, then you just float back up to the top.
Yeah.
So it's not like liquid as in it like flows around the map, but it's like this fixed block of liquid. That has like buoyancy physics, which
cool.
has been pretty interesting to play with, right? Because it's like it sort of functions as like a gate where you need a certain amount of momentum to like get through. Like if you have like a thin layer of water, right, and then you fall from a high enough height, you'll be able to get through. Otherwise, if you don't have enough momentum, you won't be able to push through. So you can like use it that way. And I've also found that if you like stick slimes to yourself, it makes yourself like make yourself more buoyant. So it's like so when you get all these like slimes and stuff, you now float to the top.
I would have thought
that's kind of cool.
You become heavier though.
No, because I want to add other things where like magnets or something, or like something that actually makes you heavier. So you have these sticky slime ones that make you more buoyant and like go up faster, and then like weights. So it's like a cool new sort of aspect
That's pretty cool.
that I'll be excited to roll out. I actually haven't played a lot of custom levels. Everyone's been like speed running. Everyone's just been speed running.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like even I think most people haven't really gone around to clearing stages. They've just been going for like the best times and like the first.
Yeah, everyone's just on the
third stage.
first like fucking 3 maps. I'm like, bro, I made another fucking 17 of them. You know, more than just these 3. But I mean, it's been fun. Like I've been getting in there too.
Yeah.
It's keeping me on my fucking toes with all the bug fixes too, because like if anyone's gonna fucking break your game, it's gonna be speedrunners, right?
Oh yeah.
They're the ones who are finding all the little edge scenarios for how to rip it apart. And I'm having to patch those. Speaking of patches, though, in terms of the roadmap, on the last episode we were sort of talking about how that was going to go with the free demo, and then on Steam with the paid rest of the game, right? Obviously, the whole game is free on itch right now. Holy smokes, holy dooly.
Holy moly! How many downloads do we have on itch?
We actually, I think we only have around like 20. Like 25. I say only because we did ping an entire server of 450 people.
And then we did post it on our socials as well.
Yeah, but those people, at least half of them, are actively enjoying the game and like are invested in it. And I feel like that's, even if you only had 5 people that gave a shit, it's better than 500 people that download the game and don't give a rat's ass, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So. I'm happy with the amount of playability that we're getting, and I'm happy that people are enjoying it. Like I said before, I'm glad that we are able to put something out that the community actually fucking likes playing. Like we can talk the talk a lot for all this game dev stuff, but I feel like at least now we have a little bit of credibility to what we say.
That's right.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Okay, alright, boys.
Alright, boys, yep.
My face is looking awfully red. Sorry, audio listeners.
Yeah.
I just keep looking back in the camera, and I feel like my face is getting more progressively redder.
What's happening?
As we progress, I don't know.
Dash is turning into tomato.
Yeah, it's actually going. That's actually what's going on.
Yep, scientifically speaking.
Yeah. We was talking about. I was talking about the roadmap, right? So I think we're going to continue supporting this itch build until the Steam one rolls out, and then we'll have like the Steam early access on there.
You guys have a date for that, roughly?
No, we have no fucking clue, to be honest.
No, a lot of it's kind of in there.
It will probably be 2022 or late 2021.
We might be able to get on Steam this year, like not for a full release, but like actually have the game.
Have like the page there.
Yeah,
and having like an early access build.
Yeah. And then sometime next year have a 1.0 rollout. But I think what we will do is, because I ran this by Max the other day, just have different blocks set out in a roadmap. Like this is a point where it would have all this stuff. Like don't fix dates to them yet, but these are the different these are the different like phases that you can expect the development to progress in.
Yeah, I reckon fixing dates is just like a bad idea because you're gonna have other things in, and it'll just get
especially
messy.
now because who knows what the fuck's gonna happen in the next like 3 months, right? Like it could look
Exactly, dude.
crazy different. So we don't really want to be promising anything. And on that's sort of why we didn't go to Steam, start charging people on Steam anyway, because the game isn't finished, right? And we don't really want to make people pay for something that isn't finished, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, then again, like early access isn't finished, right? But this is like so early that,
it's like sort of like an alpha,
early access,
extra early access,
super early access.
Yeah, but the bonus of this is it sort of functions as a demo later down the line anyway, where it's like
exactly.
If people ever want to like, oh, what's all this shit? You just download the free fucking shitty itch build, and then you're like, I suppose because if you enjoy the core of the itch one, then you'll enjoy whatever the more polished version on the old Steam is.
Yeah, that's right, and you get much more content. So
yeah, Moz, you're hearing this for the first time. What do you think of the
roadmap?
Fuck did you say?
The roadmap.
Roadmap, yeah.
I just heard mbap.
Yeah, same. That's all. That's all I heard.
I don't know. I don't know why you heard that. Anyway,
like The Sims.
I reckon it sounds good.
iPad
Sounds
funny
pretty
moment.
good.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even relate to the iPad. It's on the bloody
iPad. Are you recording on an iPad?
So you see, listeners, they laugh, but in reality, they actually said that the audio is better on my iPad, so I should record.
No,
on
it
my
was
iPad.
funny because you
And
just
now
your
they
face is
criticize
just like.
me, and now they criticize me.
No,
for
I'm not.
using the iPad.
We only because you made a big deal out of it.
No,
if you just rolled with the punches, it would have been fine. We'd be on to the next
just roll
segment.
with the punches. No,
he needs to make a stand.
ground.
He needs to make a stand. Yeah, he won't be pushed
stand.
around. He won't be pushed around on the Soulcast. We had some comments.
sure
We had some comments regarding the last Soulcast. Lot of sympathy. A lot of Moz sympathizers out there after the
Hashtag sympathy for Alex.
after the last Soulcast.
Yes.
What
for playing Minecraft?
No. Apparently, we were a bit aggressive in the last Soulcast. Apparently, we were a bit aggressive and poor.
I'm so glad they noticed.
Jade, I like how we're just kind of like moving our chairs like this exact same motion.
I know. I'm trying to because I'm awfully tired, so I have to
Alex
like
into
sort
it
of
now.
like get the energy back.
I just feel this is like something interesting. Not even for the viewer, but just for me. Like
keeps the
spinny
mind
chair.
Keeps the mind engaged. I've been spinning around this plectrum in my hand.
Nice.
I had this pen before. I've been spinning around, but
yeah, Alex has been playing Clash of Clans to help him concentrate.
Yeah,
I
can't
don't.
just, like-
I have not.
because usually I just
You would tell.
be, like,
You'd see this.
slumped
You'd see
over
this
right now if it
hand
wasn't for the webcam.
pointing around here. If I was playing Clash of Clans, because that's where.
don't
the
be fooled.
iPad
He has an
is.
eye tracker.
We'd see you.
Real.
We'd see you flip out about you losing a fucking battle or something.
You probably would.
Yeah, there'd be more. There'd be more.
He doesn't
emotion.
get troops anymore.
I am actually Champions League in Clash of Clans. I know that's completely irrelevant, but I'm Champion 3, which is amazing for me.
Guys,
Wow.
can we get a Pog champ, Alex?
Guys, can
in
we
the
get
comments?
a well done, Alex comment?
Yeah, nice
but
word.
putting
Nice.
it back on track.
One
I
like equals
s-
one round of applause for Alex.
He was putting it back
Yeah.
on track,
Please.
and now Max is the culprit.
Yeah.
Okay, go back then.
No, but yeah, I reckon the roadmap sounds really good.
Yep.
I reckon. Although I'm interested when you say the release on Steam. Are
Yep.
you going to like redo the initial maps for the Steam release, or are you going to keep them the same? And also, because you know how the itch one has, you can make your own levels and all of that, which I think on last Soulcast we talked about that being a feature that you buy.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what will happen there? Because the premise of like building your own level, that's pretty fleshed out in the current itch
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So are you going to get rid of that feature on the itch page?
No,
Or-
that like I said before, that'll stay on the itch page like a legacy build.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like you can play an older version of the whole experience, right?
Yeah.
And if you
But how are you going to make the Steam version like worth the extra money than getting the itch version free?
well, because it'll have the ongoing support, right? Right.
All right.
Yeah, because it's
So
like
eventually you're just saying it will get so outdated that
Yeah.
the other game will just be far superior.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
I reckon.
But then when will you? So you'll stop cutting off because currently you're updating the itch version, right?
Yeah.
As people give you bug fixes and whatnot, you're updating that.
Yeah.
So will you just like stop that as soon as the Steam release comes out?
Probably.
Or
I think.
yeah.
Either it would either be the moment we move to Steam, or the moment that we go to 1.0.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think it's a wise choice. Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually a one of the questions from the viewers was, do you plan to monetize on itch as well as Steam, or you only have the free version on itch? So I'll just chuck that in now, addressing that. No, we would probably not monetize on the itch, especially because if moving forward we want to integrate online stuff, it'd be much easier to integrate with Steam than itch.
Oh, will there ever be multiplayer?
It would be cool. It would be cool if we can do it.
Nice.
It'd be cool. It's something that we would like to do. I think is the answer to that. It is something that we would like to do.
Ooh. Oh, what's that game again that has like the chicken and the horse?
The Ultimate
and the
Chicken
thing?
Horse.
Yeah, that's right.
You were so close, Alex.
Yeah,
in the first part, you just missed one word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
something like
the ultimate chicken and the horse.
yeah. So something like that, right? With the build and then play.
Yeah,
That'd be-
we've been talking.
That would be a nice game mode.
Yeah, we've been talking about like heaps of different like game modes that you could do once you had that networking infrastructure in. Like even
because
just,
it is
like-
quite like an adaptable and dynamic set of like game rules that you can kind of just like
Yeah.
expand upon.
My number one thing that I want to do first, if we ever implement networking, is just have the Create and Clash ran inside the game. Like you just hop into a Create and Clash lobby, and then it handles
Yeah.
it all
Yeah.
for you. Like instead of me having to fucking explain it all to you, it just
And
does
then
it
having
all.
to like run through like Discord and stuff.
Yeah, and then it just fucking does it all.
Yeah, it gets messy. Yeah, that'd be good.
I reckon
And then other people can host their own creative clashes.
exactly. How sick would that be?
How
I'm
good's
gonna find,
that?
like,
Yeah.
oh boys, we're not going to the Create.
Yeah, you're gonna have like create and
That would be pretty good.
clash like scrims and stuff
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
competitive esport teams.
How fun would that be? That'd be fun as.
That would be
Mirror's
good.
Pro League, ESL.
That would be good.
Yeah. So I'm.
Do you reckon you'd? Oh,
There you go.
wait. No, do you reckon if you make different game modes, are you going to release any of them on the itch one? Because that is a big feature. Or will you just
Probably
wait
not.
for any new? Yeah, any new things will just go into
Yeah.
the Steam
I think
version.
everything just goes
Yeah.
on Steam from that point.
So
on.
only like bug fixes on the itch one from now on. No like new
Oh,
additions.
we're
like,
still adding because all this like water stuff. I'm still gonna be adding that to itch.
yeah. So
Like,
you'll add
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. It'll be a while
Until we hit until we hit like a threshold where we want to publish the early access.
Yeah.
And then we want to migrate to Steam, then the itch build up to that point will be like the legacy patch, like as Jade said.
Just like a little
Alright,
snapshot,
sounds good.
like an old snapshot that you can play and be like, oh, I kind of liked this game 6 months ago.
Yeah.
This is kind of fun. This is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then you can go check out the other one. There'll be more
That is right.
detailed stuff about the specifics of everything going forward, out shortly, but that's the general gist of things. There will be support for the itch build with new content and stuff coming over the past few months, so you don't have to worry about getting, fucking your updates fucking sliced from you. I don't know where.
Swindled,
Yeah, scammed.
snatched.
Yeah. Swiped. Did I say swiped?
What's on?
No,
No, what's on the doco?
What's on the dock?
Let's see.
We've in Muris we
talked
have
about-
we have beta drop, reception, speedrunning, and then Creating Clash was there. I'm excited for the next Creating Clash.
When will
Yeah.
that be happening? Any?
Probably after the trials.
Trials?
Some point. Yeah. So like viewers,
that's-
that's in like a month.
Yeah.
In about a month.
Trials end 1st of September.
Yeah. Trial exams for listeners.
Oh well, first of September they end.
Yeah. In about a month.
Yeah.
So you've got then to skill up. If you don't know what the Creating Clash is, we actually have a video on the channel.
We do.
Which is
And it's
us
a lot of
doing
fun to watch.
It is. It's a lot of fun to do, a lot of fun to take part in, and this one will be bigger and better than ever. I'm excited.
I'm so
Can't
keen.
really think about it too much
It's actually going to be great.
until we get out
Yeah.
of the exams and stuff, but it's going to be pretty crazy. I think it's going to be pretty wild.
And we have new graphics for it as well. Make it really
look at what
sports game.
guys. Did you just get the message, Dubitron?
What? No, because I'm not on Discord, Moz, because I'm recording this podcast.
No, he said, "Does anyone want to test the new Murus level I just made?"
Wow.
That was what I was, guys. You heard me at the beginning of the Soulcast. I was talking about this guy, Dubitron.
Yeah.
He
the academic
making a level, and now he wants people
He's
to
hooked.
play. We know that he's even playing it in his free time when when there's only 10 days left until like the second biggest part of our final year of high school.
It's like a mark of quality. It's like is your game good enough to warrant
For
someone playing
to,
over
like,
the top of studying in the HSC?
That's amazing. That's really that's.
I'm
really
actually,
amazing.
I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, me and Max are a bit
that
full of
metric.
ourselves right now. We're a little bit smug. A little bit smug. But no, that's been going great, and I think we should thank the entire community for a lot of the support.
100%.
Yeah, especially in those last few days where you guys were all fucking playtesting and shit, and caught a lot of bugs which would have gone into the STEM build if you guys hadn't
to the
helped
judges, I'm sure they wouldn't have been too happy with them.
Yeah, so it was
so thank you
it was
guys,
great. Yeah, and I actually have under the questions on my little notepad here, I have like my notes for the day, and on my thing here it says credits menu. At some point today, I was like, we need to add the credits menu to the game.
We do.
And all you lads and lassies who have been helping us out, don't worry, you get your names in there. Get your names in there. But no, it's been great. And it makes it... I'm a lot more motivated to get a lot more stuff down now.
Oh yeah. No, I am as well. Like back to like a point that we mentioned earlier, like about the whole like jarring cut from like super crunch to like nothingness, right? It was like the Thursday afternoon I got home from like school, right? And I was like, okay, like hardwired into my brain, Mirror's time. And I sat down and I'm like, there's nothing to do. And I was like, it was like so empty, right?
Yeah.
Just for like that moment. And but like at the same time I was like relieved to have stopped this project. But then also at the same time, I was kind of like, oh no, but hang on, there's like more after this project.
Yeah.
And I was actually quite excited because in like the last week, right? That's when like the hype kind of came out.
Yeah.
And that was like a second wind because I was like quite exhausted from like my first stint at doing Mirror stuff, like all like the art for that.
Yeah.
But I'm keen to get back into it and to revamp a lot of things, to add a lot more art to it. So yeah, fucking bring it on.
Yeah.
Mirrors 1.0.
All right. I think we're going to move on to the latter half of the podcast. Before we do, we got to give a huge thanks to the people who make this show possible.
Ooh,
and who are those?
Patreon.
Who are those people? Who are those people?
Who are the patrons?
Patrons.
Our lovely
The
patrons.
Patrons propping us up. They paid not a single cent last month because we didn't put out a single video, but
Man, they're rolling in money.
nonetheless, the thought is there. The thought is there. Today's shout out goes to the Drew Meister himself. Drew
himself.
67. I was actually talking to him today earlier in the exclusive patron chat, in which way they were voting about this month's Super Saturday theme.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And he was given a little bit of insight on his decisions. So you may see traces of his judgment in the Super Saturday this month.
I'm actually keen for it as well. It looks like a good matrix of
wow,
of
thank you
words.
so much. Wow, yeah, thanks. It is,
I'm
isn't
keen.
it?
I've already been like planning some stuff. I want to get back into Saturdays because they were good fun.
Yeah, I reckon I can do a music thing now too, to sort of like keep the music cogs turning and try to get a little bit better.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm actually the segue fucking master today, because we got a question from another one of the viewers. We got Muzz the Great asks. It just says, will you ever get remastered audio? Which doesn't make much sense if you don't know Muzz. Because he's been talking about remastering the Murus audio recently. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's referring to. To address that, I do think the diegetic sounds in the game could use a bit of reworking in the future. I realized the fucking paper sound I have is like 3 times longer than the old paper sound that I had. Because at the end of the on the last day, I had to get rid of all the fucking copyrighted sound effects that I'd used as placeholder, right? And one of them was someone waving a piece of paper, right? So I was like, I can wave a fucking piece of paper.
Lovely.
So I went and got a piece of paper and gave it a wave, but it sort of waves way longer than it should. So it's like you open up the map, and before it sounded like it's being fucking rolled
like,
out, right? But now it's like someone's fucking like shaking the map and just spews it out on the thing. So stuff like that could be improved.
Very chaotic.
Yeah. And a bit more consistency in the diegetic sound could be nice. In terms of the non-diegetic sound, the music.
Isn't Muzz going for like not a chiptone vibe to it? I think I heard one of his like previews on the like one of the channels, and it was like it wasn't Bitcrush or anything.
Yeah, I don't think Muzz is a fan of the he doesn't think the chiptune fits, which is I think ironic because I think that was the origin of the art style.
Yeah, no, I literally derived.
I'm pretty sure the music came before the art.
Yeah, no, because Jade got there first.
Yeah,
So before I even had a mock up there, he sent me what was the track called? Like the Hero's Journey.
The Hero's Journey.
Yeah, that's right. And I heard that, and I was like, oh shit, what do I make? And that's actually what reminded me of Loop Hero, and that's what got my gears turning.
Yeah, guys, here's the pipeline of the Muris rework, right? Originally started off, Max was actually, you want to talk about the original true concept of like the frog creature and then like that shit. You want to talk about that for a bit?
Yeah, no, all right. So originally, right, we weren't going in with any like greater world building, like greater lore to it, because at this stage it was kind of like a novelty, like puzzle platformer thing. And so we figured we'll just like replace the boxes with some art and not really go in for like a storyline because it's just like some miscellaneous thing that we're gonna like kind of like render out a bit for the STEM games. And I don't know, we didn't really know if we wanted to add like full on art to it all and stuff, and because the boxes kind of survived at this point. But then We hated it. I made like a little mock-up of like...
Then Alex told us it was shit. I remember. Then we sent it to Alex, and Alex was like, "This is shit. You're gonna have to do a little bit."
Yeah,
better
it was
than
literally
this."
just like it was like so. All it was, right?
No, wait, hang on.
The hardest part of it all was. Hang on.
It was all in good faith, and I don't think.
Yeah, I know. No, hang on. Let me just explain what it actually was, right?
Yeah, hang on, Alex. Don't put words in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what the actual art was at this point? Can you shush, please?
Alex.
Anyway, so what the actual art was, like it was kind of hard to try to fit any like visuals around like this like kind of strange like set of rules. Like you have like this little cube thing, and you have to like bounce around, and you have to not touch the top of things, kind of bizarre, and you have to grab onto the sides, and then you have to grab these like little fucking orb things, and so you complete the level, right? Fucking strange. And so that was kind of the reason why we didn't really go for any like context or like story to it or anything, because it was so difficult to fit a whole story behind and have it like interesting. And so we ended up just having like a series of strange like objects for like the tiles like planned out, and the characters were just like upside down things, like creatures, like a person or like an animal, and so they'd have to like double jump somehow, and then if they landed they'd hit their head and then they'd fucking die, right? Anyway, I wasn't too satisfied, but I was like, man, it's a little shitty platformer, it's fine, whatever, who cares? And then Alex was kind of like the voice, the actual voice, which prompted the voice in my head to go, look, we have to change this. Okay. And I'm thankful for that, Alex. And I'm sure everyone else is as well. Because
Oh,
otherwise,
Thank you.
we'd have had some shitty thing. And that would have been
That's
no fun.
true. Alex is really
Yeah.
the creator of Mirrors. Without Alex, there would be no
Yeah.
Mirrors.
He's the executive.
Yeah.
I'm the executive.
Yeah. He doesn't so much create things per se, but he
It's like
shapes
he's
them
like
in a particular
business
way.
manager.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I make
He's the
sure.
suit. Look at him.
Yeah, I just make sure.
The
that
quality
everyone's in
assurance.
line.
So that-
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
And so,
listen
yeah,
to the
and then-
story too. Give feedback on the story.
Exactly. And so then that's
you need
when
like a third party,
yeah, I think it was during
even though you have like a third party, which is a whole
Sometime.
community. But ignore
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and then that's when we decided on like a brand new story with it all to fit like the game
Yeah.
rules, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, so Max made a little lore thing,
Yep.
a little lore snippet. He sent it to me. I was like, "What do you think of this?" I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." So then that sort of was where the fantasy medieval-ish setting came from, and then from that I was like, "All right, I'm gonna make a fucking, what do we want? You reckon I should try some chiptune?" And you're like, "I guess we could try some chiptune." And I was like, "Okay, I'll go look for some chiptune references." So then my hunt begun for like fantasy medieval chiptune shit. And then I found this banging soundtrack. And then I was like, man, this is actually fucking perfect, right? And I wanted to see how the fuck do I make this, right? It said made in FamiTracker. Now, I was like, what the fuck is FamiTracker? So I looked it up, and it was like this ancient legacy fucking tracker chiptune software. And I was like, well, this looks kind of sus, but I mean, if you could make this banging soundtrack with it, I guess I could give it a crack. So that's when I followed some tutorials and upskilled myself in using this whack-ass software and made a couple of demo tracks to try it out first. And then I tried making a medieval theme sort of thing, fantasy sort of theme thing. And Max liked it.
Oh yeah,
And then
I really liked it.
that was the sort of prompt for the entire atmosphere for the game, is the hero's journey.
Yeah, I was thinking something like a lot brighter, a lot more saturated, less like contrasting colors, less interesting visuals. Actually, I went for just kind of like a generic, kind of like soft pixel art, like anti-alias type, real smooth looking stuff. I was thinking about that, and then I heard the hero's journey, and then that's when I kind of shifted into more of like a bit like dirtier, a bit grittier,
more
tone.
arcadey sort of.
Yeah, definitely. That's when I snuck in the dithering as well to get some texture, to get some of that like real like bit crushed looking old like arcade shit going, with some the more saturated colors going in, like the darker ones you see on like those old like NES palettes and shit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, just kind of like hinting at like those old kind of like roots of like old pixel art games that kind of come with the whole bit crushed FamiTracker type beats, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tying it back in to the question was, will you ever get remastered audio? There are stuff that I would like to tie up, mainly the diegetic sound, and for the like the music, I'm still very new to chiptune music in general, and when I get better, I probably am gonna like rework some of the tracks, and all the new tracks that I put out are obviously going to get better as I make more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking I don't know how to use arpeggios in this goddamn software, but they're like done gorgeously in the reference thing that I had, right? So I know that it's possible. I just got to work out how to do it.
Yeah.
But that I think bodes well for the future of the soundtrack anyway. Because towards the end of the I made about 10 tracks, right? And I was starting to feel like fuck. All these sounds are the same, right? Because I don't know how to make different like sounding instruments in this software. But listening to this other music, right, it sort of opens it up and be like, it is a lot broader than what I'm currently capable of. So
have you tried to contact the creator of that
the tutorial
or that the reference music that you found?
Oh no, I probably should. Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I reckon you should.
That's a good idea.
Because honestly, if I was the one to make like this big like album of like chiptune stuff and like this weird like niche little fucking software bit, and some guy, however many like years later, how long ago was it put out?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh, right.
I can't tell you.
You know, however many like years later, someone's like, "Please, this is fucking incredible. I want to learn how to do this, like similar style." I'd be happy to, send them like a little bit of things if they ask some questions. Yeah,
actually,
I reckon just give it a go.
All right, guys. We want to get
Alright.
in.
You're gonna have to cut out this audio for a second.
All right, guys.
Yes, what is it? Okay, you can cook it. Yeah. Pardon? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was all.
Oh, well, it's not juicy at all.
That
Yeah.
sucks, dude. What the fuck?
It's so
Sorry.
boring. I want
really
something
we
really
need,
interesting.
You really need to lift up the carbs a little bit there, and you kind of brought it down.
What? What? Okay, whatever. I just wanted to know. Family wanted to know when it's dinner. So
Oh,
I
the
had to
munchies.
say,
You haven't eaten yet,
"It's in
bro.
a bit." No, I haven't.
It's like
Oh,
nearly
he's
8 o'clock,
hungry.
bro.
He's a hungry man. He's a hungry
Yes, it's
hippo.
8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock.
Just making it more
Anyway,
angry.
so yeah, chiptune's definitely staying.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And it's gonna get better.
Yes, that is the thing. It's staying, but it's going to improve. Is like the main thing, right?
Yeah.
Like only gonna get more polished as the skills, as my skills improve. Really. I think that's all we really wanted to talk to you about Mirrors for this episode. Rest assured, there's going to be a shit ton of videos on the channel, like normal videos.
Oh
Talking
yeah.
about it. I'm really excited to do more fucking devlog stuff, like day in the life of.
Mhm.
The last one I did was really fun. And now that I'm doing, stuff that actually looks like shit compared to last time where I was just sort of like making squares and stuff. Hopefully it's a lot more interesting for viewers to watch.
And speaking of which, on that note, how would you guys like a day in the life of, but from the artist
Day in
of
the life of
the
Max.
duo? The day in the life of the pixel artist. Not very interesting, but like
100%.
100%.
100%. Alex is for it.
It's only fair that if we have the day in the life of the programmer, we too should have a day in the life of the artist. But then Jade, you could come back and say a day in the life of a musician.
That's true.
Exactly. Yeah, we could milk you dry from your day of the life content.
Yeah, Jade, you can do twice as many than
a day in the life of the community manager.
Oh,
3 times as many.
oh my god, there's
God.
so much content to be
A
had.
day in the life of a bug fixer, right?
Oh, that
Brilliant.
That sounds like
He really
thrilling
is the
content.
executive.
That sounds like thrilling content. I actually can't wait to make
We
that.
could even get Jared as like a day in the life of a Murus speedrunner.
Oh, Mirror Speed.
And that would just be it. Yeah, just have him in like every class. Is just.
Well,
he's
we've got a new series coming up, guys. I hope you guys are excited.
Yes, it should be good.
Okay, cool.
I thought you were gonna like release a new series like just then, like a brand new one.
No.
And I was like, I have a question.
The question, yeah. Jump in.
Quick question. So is Soulcube thinking about making any new games or new content? Not just content from Murus, like new content from Murus, but completely different. Is there any inclinations, or is the foreseeable future Murus?
Are we still gonna have jams in between our projects like we did with our previous
That is
one?
what I was about to say. I was about to say I don't think we're gonna have any more like major projects. I feel like we'll have Murus going as like this big thing, but then during jams, right, when we have a weekend to spare.
Yeah, I reckon
Pump
we
something
need to do that fucking gizzard jam.
Yeah, we had. So if you
King
guys don't know what the
Gizzard, I'm
Gizzard
so
Jam
looking
is,
forward to that.
We gotta make a King Gizzard themed game before
Really?
the entirety of the King Gizzard discography ends.
Yeah.
So
So we
like-
have how many hours? Like
I-
what, 18?
I don't know. I think it's between like 12 and 18. It's like a day.
Yeah.
You got like a whole day. Just to go from their first album to their. If you add their live albums, it's even longer too, right?
Oh no.
So you just have that, and it's just Gizzard non-stop until it ends, till their final song.
Till the final beat of the final
And you have to
bar
make a
rings
song.
out.
Damn.
Yeah. So if Mars, you want to?
When are they doing that?
No, that's our idea. That's obviously not.
It's
that's
our
right.
initiative. We're just using their music. It's
Oh,
fine.
I thought like they put that out, and I was gonna say, wow, that's
That would
like,
be cool as
really
fuck.
unique
That
and
would be
cool.
awesome. That would be pretty awesome. But
Gizzard,
nice.
if you ever hear this,
yeah, Stu, if you're watching this, got a
Stu McKenzie's
hot
please.
idea. But yeah, so it'll be mainly Mirrors as like a main thing, and then other small projects while we go, right? Because it's still fun, and
even like that idea about this will probably be like after Mirrors, or like during like a break if Mirrors' development goes on for quite a while, having like the whole thing where we remaster one of our jam games over like the course of like a month or something.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do like because you can turn those things into like video series too, like
you could, and it's good content. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and I think it'd be great to if we're like participating in the Super Saturday, like we were talking about before, like the game part. Like if we make a game for Saturday every month, like not working on it every month, just like a day every week, or like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's good.
And that equates to the amount of time you were doing a normal jam anyway, but just spread over a month, and sort of help prop that up a little bit. So yeah, does that answer your question, Moz? Are you satisfied?
I am satisfied.
Yeah, the voice of the people.
Voice of the people. Hopefully, I try to be.
Yeah. All right. I think we're moving on to the next segment now, which is hot topic. The hot topic for this week is Pokemon Unite. You guys know what Pokemon Unite is?
I do not.
You guys don't know what Pokemon Unite is? It's Nintendo's latest foray into the MOBA genre. You guys know? You guys know League of Legends?
I heard something about like MOBA Pokemon, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Does that mean like mobile Pokemon?
No, MOBA. You know League of Legends?
No. Oh,
massive online battle arena.
Yeah. Multiplayer online battle arena. It's like League of Legends, but with Pokemon. On the Switch. On the Switch and for kids.
On the Switch.
On the Switch and for kids.
For children.
Yeah, this is
money
the hottest,
for Nintendo.
The hottest game on the block. Now,
I guess it can work. I mean, it can work.
Yeah. So the big shifts that they've made, I think actually suit themselves to a kids game way more. So the problem with League of Legends, if you're a kid playing it, is that the games range from like 20 minutes to like fucking an hour, right? When you sit down to play League of Legends, you actually have no idea how long the game's going to go for. And as a kid, your parents say, little Timmy, you can have half an hour on your computer, right? And then, okay, and then you start the game, and then it's still going, and then you get kicked off, and then you get banned, right?
Please, just 10 more minutes.
I can't pause it. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's the problem that you get. So they're clearly aware of this issue in developing a MOBA specifically for little kids, in that the game lengths are fixed.
Ooh.
Right, and instead of in traditional MOBA games, you sort of go through the lanes to like destroy stuff, and the game ends when you destroy the enemy's base. Right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how it works. In this game, you collect points, which are Pokeballs. So you're playing as the Pokemon, and you go around collecting Pokeballs, which are points. Right?
Wait, what do you? Why would the Pokemon collect Pokemon?
I don't know. They just.
That's like
that was my initial kind of.
I don't know.
Collecting caged versions of itself.
I don't know, but that's what you do. When you kill Pokemon, they drop their Pokeballs.
What is this?
That's what you do.
It's like Rogue One, but it's Rogue Pokemon.
And when you have the Pokeballs, what you do with the Pokeballs gets even weirder. So instead of towers like down the lanes, you have like sort of big circles that are like hoops, and you go up and you sort of like you hold a button to dunk all your balls in the hoops to like score. So if you have like 30 balls from destroying all these Pokemon, you go up to the enemy's hoop and you dunk them in the hoop, and you score points.
So hang on, if you collect the Pokeballs, if you die, do they collect your Pokeballs?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Right. So if you're
so like you can't stash them for too long, because otherwise you'll get killed and you get fucking lose your shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So the game goes back and forth, dunking points into each other's hoops. And if you dunk enough points into a hoop, it gets destroyed. It's like destroying a town. You got to move closer to their base, right?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So that's how they do it.
So how is it fixed then?
They just have a 10-minute length. It's just 10 minutes. Right. And whoever scores the most points in 10 minutes wins.
Okay. All right. And then the walls break and then it goes to the next level.
No, then you win. Then the game's over.
But you said that every time... You said after a fixed thing,
after you dunk enough, if you dunk enough points in an opponent's goal, their goal gets destroyed.
Oh yeah. So where's the time in that? Because you said enough.
So it
not
gets
the
like cut
most.
short. So if you're like 7 minutes in it and you kill the goal, you win still, right?
No, there's killing the goal does nothing. They're nexus, right?
What?
In League of Legends, you win by destroying
Yeah,
their
yeah,
nexus,
yeah,
their
yeah,
big
yeah.
thing at the end. That is invincible, right? All the mini hoops, like the towers, you can destroy them as you get up towards it.
Okay.
But the big
And
nexus,
what do you get for destroying them? Like points or not?
well, you got to push the enemy closer back into the base, right?
Alright.
Okay, so then at their base, if you can't just destroy their nexus.
Yeah, you dunk points into their nexus. You just keep dunking more points into their nexus.
Okay.
Alright.
So you sort of like gain control of the map as you dunk
Yeah, that
points
makes
into
sense,
into their hoops
Yeah.
and sort of push them back.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how they have 10 minutes, and then at the 10-minute mark, a whistle blows, toot, 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 and they tally up whoever scored the most Pokeball dunks, and then that's how they determine who wins.
So it's kind of stylized canonically within the Pokemon universe as like a game, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking basketball for
Yeah, you're
for
like in
Pokemon.
like an arena, like a stadium.
Okay, that makes
And then
sense.
you're all like, yeah. It's kind of weird, but like I think it kind of works for like a MOBA for
Alright.
kids too.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I think the weirdest thing is Pokemon caging other Pokemon, and it's kind of strange.
No, it's
No, they're
like
just faint, Alex.
how good would it be
Oh.
like for like a 10-minute MOBA? Because like when I think one of the biggest like off points of MOBAs is like fucking the game length.
Oh
Right?
yeah, no, they. Yeah,
Right?
that's.
Yeah.
Sucks.
But if you can hop in and you know that you're going to be playing for 10 minutes, I feel like it's a lot easier for someone to sit down and be like, okay, let's do this. The same with like Rocket League,
Yeah.
right? You hop into a Rocket League game, you know sort of what you're getting in for, right? Short, sharp, and
Yeah.
sweet, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's no fucking variable amount of time that you're going to be stuck playing Rocket League for.
That's true.
And there's still enough depth. I think it's pretty cool. There's been a bit of controversy, however. This is where it's the hot topic.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
So the game is free to play,
Okay.
but it's pay to win.
Oof.
So you can like equip items before you go into the game, right? And everyone has access to all these items, right? They give you like buffs and stuff, but you level up the items as you play. You level up the items and they become more powerful. So like an item might give you an extra +5 attack, but if you level it up, it might give you +50 attack. And if you pay money, you can max level out all your items.
Have they
But
not
somebody
learned,
who doesn't
like-
pay can max out all this stuff.
Oh yeah, if they play for several hours.
an exorbitant amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the same deal with like the progression in like Battlefront 2 before as well, like revamped, is that you can like pay for like all this shit so you can get like really good shit, right? But if like you want to unlock like, I don't know, Darth Vader or like whatever in like Battlefront, it'll take you, like, people calculated it takes like, you know, say 50 more hours, right? But if you pay some cash, right? That's it. You're done. You have this character that you can fucking duke everyone with, and it's you know, just pay money, so it's fine, right? I don't know how Nintendo, right, one of like, you know, the biggest heads in the gaming, like, game dev world, hasn't caught on and looked left and right at its other titans up there and gone, well, okay, no one liked it when they did this. Let's do this. Like, what? I don't understand.
I feel like it's a little predatory too, because the game targeted at kids.
Exactly,
I feel
that's
like,
wrong,
I feel
man.
like that makes it a little bit more unethical than like than like something targeted at adults or at least teenagers with some fucking cognitive ability to have a bit of restraint.
They just
in
have
their
kids with
purchases.
like their mum's credit cards who just go,
Yeah,
"Oh,
the little
fucking-"
kid gets flogged at the game. And what is the kid's gonna be like? I don't want to get flogged. I want to pay the money, and then I don't get flogged. Moz is
Exactly,
laughing. Moz is laughing, but I feel like that's...
I'm laughing because it's true.
Yeah. I actually don't know if it's developed by Nintendo. I'm pretty sure it's developed by Tencent, which is the
no.
Chinese company that owns like everything.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna be like that. But I thought they were already good at MOBAs and stuff. Oh, Alex
pretty sure
is having-
Tencent owns Riot Games, right? Or like a
Yeah, no,
huge
that's so.
portion
I
of Riot
figured,
Games.
wouldn't they? Oh, yeah, but they just want money, right? Because they're huge.
Yeah. And what the kids aren't going to complain that their game is pay to win.
No,
I don't
they just go
understand.
Pokemon.
And then give out the money. So I guess there you go. There you have it.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys enjoy that little hot topic, little debut?
I certainly enjoyed
Pokemon
it.
Unite. I would actually play it if it was on like Steam or something, but I don't have a Switch, so I'm bummer.
Yeah, it should go.
Yeah.
Well,
PC gamers.
All right. Is
well-
that an end?
we can wrap up with the final questions and then end.
Yeah,
How does
it's
that
just
sound?
because. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good. All right. We've got 2 more questions from the viewers. Surprisingly related. We'll start with the first one, which is, what is your favorite kind of apple?
Ooh. Who's going first?
Not me.
I'll go first.
Thanks.
All right, the Jazz Apple.
Jazz
Best
apple.
apples.
Jazz apple. Can you please categorize? Can you describe the jazz apple? Because I don't really know the names of the apples.
Crunchy.
Like, crunchy.
They're like tart, like nice
Ooh,
flavor,
tart. I don't know
juicy.
about tart.
But they only are in season during winter.
I don't know about tart. I like.
I mean, they're like it's like a nice level of tart. Like they aren't too tart, but it's like there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Here's a hot take. After a hot topic, moving into a hot take.
There's hotnesses everywhere.
I actually don't really like apples that much. I don't really like apples that much. I feel like out of like fruit, like ranking like fruit in a tier list, apple's probably about C tier. I think apple's about C.
Really?
Yeah, C tier for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
What tier?
I mean, I
rating
can't
would you-
complain.
What tier rating would you guys give apples? I'd give them about a C tier.
Like a B.
B. Yeah.
But I know like a lot of people give them like A's.
I just can't
Hell,
see it.
maybe even an S. Yeah, no.
Wait, so
I
are
prefer-
we ranking fruit?
No, just apple. Yeah, what?
Just apples. Like, where does this sit?
Oh
on
yeah,
the tier
in
list?
So-
fruit. Yeah, on a scale of fruit.
Oh, it would be a C.
Yeah, they're about C tier fruit, right? I know
There are so many-
Moz is a bit of fruit connoisseur himself.
Yeah, he always brings berries in and like bananas and stuff.
Yeah, well, you can see then what my favorite fruits are.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
more inclined towards.
Because like apples, especially
it's
when they're
fine.
flowery, it's bad.
Yeah.
And out of them, I'd have to say, I would usually just buy like the red delicious ones, but sometimes they're way too flowery, which is bad because I really just like that. Fuji apples, however, they're the small little ones. They're like that big. Usually they're not flowery at all. They have good sweetness and good tartness. So
Yeah.
I think out of them, that would be my favorite.
That's good.
Green apple isn't also that bad actually. But they can also get they're very
It's
tart.
like very sour, right?
Yeah, but they also can get flowery, but
Yeah, as long as
I
they're
don't know.
juicy, right? As long as they're like,
yeah.
you get a big bite and it's nice and juicy, then it's like nice. Kind of like I
That's
like boiled apples, like the ones you put in like an apple pie. They're kind of nice.
Oh yeah, dude, apple pies.
Yeah.
I think that's nice, but apples, not a real big fan in general, so I couldn't really pick a favorite one to be honest.
Mm.
Everyone shits on green apples, but I mean, I don't really mind them that much. They're good. They're just as likely to be shit as the red apples, in
That
my
is true,
opinion.
that is true.
In my opinion. The final question on the conversation of fruit is: what do you think of pineapples?
I like pineapples.
Pineapples fine.
What tier rating are we giving pineapples?
I reckon like an A.
I don't have pineapple enough, I think, to have.
I really like. I'm a fan of pineapple.
Yeah.
If someone has like a pizza or like a Hawaiian pizza or something, and they're like, I don't like pineapple, I will fucking vulture that shit off of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I like pineapple.
His views, his threatening views.
Yeah, so that
I
was
don't
a
know
hot
about
take.
pineapple.
That was a controversial.
Yeah, that
take.
was a hot
What's a hot take?
pineapple on pizza.
Yeah,
I don't mind
It's a bit of a
pineapple on pizza.
controversial
I know that
statement.
some people don't.
it's a bit of a controversial statement.
I think on a Hawaiian pizza, which is exclusively the ham and pineapple, it's fine. But you can't just put it on any pizza. Like fucking
No, you
what?
can't. You can't.
Yeah.
That's okay. I reckon
It has its
pineapple
place.
is
It
a
has
B
its
tier.
place.
B? Did you say
B
B?
tier?
B. B tier.
See, the only thing that is holding pineapples from S tier for me is the fact that if you have too many of them, you feel so sick.
Yeah.
Like if
very
you have
sweet.
like a whole pineapple, you actually feel like throwing up, and your whole like mouth just dies, and it's actually the worst.
Yeah.
I ate
Yeah.
half a pineapple recently, and it was actually the
Yeah.
worst. It was the worst. I was loving it. That's why I just dived in. And then afterwards, I was like, my mouth feels awful. So I was like, I need to get this taste out of my mouth. So I went to get a croissant, and I took a bite of the croissant. It tasted horrendous. I was like, everything I taste now just tastes awful. Like this is the worst. This is the worst. So that's the only thing that stops them from being S tier is that they're too good. That if you have too many of them, They just
Fair
destroy
enough.
you.
That's a good point.
They just kill you.
Damn.
All right. Yeah.
I know. I think no. They are good. They are very good. But I don't know what holds them back from A.
I'm saying A.
Yeah, I'm putting him in A, and they would be S if they didn't fuck you up.
Yeah, I reckon A or like A plus even. Like fucking that shit's bussin'.
I don't know, they probably would go A. Yeah.
We've
I think-
shifted
no.
his
Peer pressure,
No,
peer
no,
pressure,
right,
peer
'cause,
pressure.
no, if I think about other fruits and what I'd consider B tier
Yeah,
fruits, pineapple would be better.
there we go.
Pineapple.
Well, there you go. What do we think of pineapples? There you fucking go. The Soulcast
I'd
crew,
prefer pineapples to apples any day of the
the
week.
Soulcast crew fucking opinions
Now you know.
on the hottest
Nice.
fruits. What fruits would you
Now
guys
you
like?
know what fruit to get us.
Yeah, what fruits would you like to see next episode? Let us know down below.
Yeah.
We'll give you our opinions. We'll
Oh, guess what each of our favorite fruits are.
okay. Oh, that's a good suggestion.
Put it in the
Yeah,
comments.
leave it down
or
below.
Anywhere.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
For each of us, just put our name and our favorite fruit.
Yeah.
And the winner gets nothing. The winner gets a little shout out on the next episode.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's a little.
It does
It's,
get a
it's a
shout-out.
little. It's a little.
All the people who guess incorrectly will not be named, but the person who gets
Yeah.
correctly
Yeah,
will
you
be
will not.
named.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you will not be.
Yeah.
You not be.
I like
will
that,
not-
that's
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, a good initiative.
All right.
With that being said, I think we're gonna wrap this episode up.
I think
We had a bit of a
we're done.
rocky start, but we got into a roll at some point. We're all a little tired, and it's been a while.
And the webcams are like fucking up the dynamic, but we got onto it eventually.
Yeah, we sort of worked out what was happening after a while.
Alex is
Like
busting
this,
moves.
it's kind of hard for my brain currently to pitch out. Alex is dancing in my peripheral vision.
All right. Yeah.
But
I'll
this
stop
is kind of
dancing
like
now.
why we need to do a couple of these episodes before we get guests on, so that we're comfortable
Yes.
with this dynamic.
100%.
Yeah, before the others come on. So with that being said, if someone want to do the outro, I'll just fucking do it. Links are in the fucking description.
Okay.
If you want to know what's jiggy, we'll catch
James,
you.
you said
What?
no.
What? You can curse.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, there's literally at the start of every episode, there's a little fucking disclaimer.
Content warning, yeah.
There's a little content warning. Have you
You
been?
said a
have you-
swear.
Yeah, have you been restricted? Have you felt constrained?
I've been swearing
No,
all podcast.
I
What
don't-
do you mean?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
It's just too.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, Alex clearly doesn't
Alright.
rewatch himself talking to us.
No, I don't like my voice. Okay, we're done.
Thanks. Good call.
Okay.
Good call. All right.
Oh,
See ya.
yeah,
sure.
What's that? We'll catch you on next episode.
Bye.
Peace.
Peas.